Okay, so I'm back. Part two. My batter finally thickened up enough so I could pipe. So we'll see how this goes. I figured it was ready when I saw that my spoon was standing up in the center of it, so had pretty good luck with both of these batches tonight with them not moving really fast. Because I do use a huge amount of castor oil in my soaps. That's the one oil I will not make soap without for sure. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'm just going to randomly put leaves. I'm not doing very good. I probably made too much green again. It's hard to adjust. Last night I made the violets, and I'm always harping on everybody when somebody messages me or whatever, or and I always say, don't make more than this amount of a batter because it'll be hard to work with when you're making the flowers, pre-making the flowers. And what do? I made 2 separate batches of 8 ounces. And when I did the first one, I thought, that's not enough. Because it's been so long since I really, had made any flowers. My age, I forget from one day to the next. And so I went ahead and made the second one and made me 1 pound of violet colored batter to make the flowers. Well, I got like, I don't know, maybe a dozen made, and I thought, this isn't working out. And so now I remember I'm not supposed to do that. I'm only supposed to work with 8 ounces at a time, and 8 ounces gave me pretty much this entire tray except for that little portion there of the lighter ones. Okay. Oops. Well, I don't want to waste all this, so we're going to do that. Oops. Not like that. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just like trying to inject some in there, and then I'll cover it with a flower. Or 2. I'm only doing this because I don't want to waste that much green. And how many leaves could I actually use? Okay, so now I'll go ahead and add a few more leaves on here because I'm going to just cover the whole thing with the violets anyway. So let me get a paper towel and wipe some of this off. Clean off my tip there. So let me scrape all that down. Cut that off. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I had to throw out, it was only a pound, the rest of that batter for that pound and start over because it was too much. It was too much to work with. And I didn't like the way my flowers were turning out. So I just said, okay, let's sacrifice this and move on. So I had planned on I want to make Calypso again. I have all the stuff for that, but I need to make some more starfish and the little, I make like daffodils. It's just a fantasy soap, so it's not like it's a real sea flower. I make daffodils, but in pink for my Calypso soap, and I'm just really in a mood for non-fall, non-wintry soaps. So yeah, so I want to make flowers, and you know, I have all these things in my head that I want to do. So what I'm going to do now is just stick, and I'll try to like kind of use see, I did the 2 different colors. This was that first batch that I went crazy with making a pound's worth instead of just 8 ounces. I love these colors together. One thing is, if my phone cuts off, at least I should have 1 soap done. They're still a little soft. I just did them last night, so normally they'll sit around for a week or 2 or longer whenever I'm getting ready to make a soap and I decide to make the embeds in advance. This is the way I do it. I know some people are going, no, not right there, but I like it all random. That's the way I roll. I hope those stick. Nothing's worse than when I'm cutting soap and the flowers fall off. It's kind of hard to manhandle these because they are soft. Oops. And I need one right there. Okay, that's one down. I want to make a rose slab one that's just going to be with red and pink roses. Just a really mix of different really good rose scents. But when I got done with my cart at Sweet Cakes, it's one of my favorite suppliers as far as certain oils, it was going to be like $300, so I was like, no, this will be a fantasy cart today. But I like their rose scents a lot. Yeah, this takes forever. Sorry. Yeah, I wrote down a bunch of stuff that I need to restock, excuse me, and there was like 40 soaps that I had a choice of that I could actually restock, and I was like, oh God, you know, how will I ever get around to doing all these? I am definitely going to be restocking all the ones for All Souls. I still have the ones to make for the Outlander, the ones that I never got around to making, and then also the ones that I have to restock already because I sold out from last Sunday's release. Thank you, everybody. And so, yeah, I'm going to make all those again because, I mean, I've worked a long time to get that stuff together. And so, yeah, so I'm going to be redoing those. And I just have to, you know, I'm just getting over being so sick during the holidays and everything. It just never went away. It just kept floating throughout my body. And so my son Vince has really stepped in, and he's always helped me. He does everything except for make the wax crack that I make, and also he never makes soap. But he pours candles, helps me with everything else. And so but except for I used to always have to do all the mailings because he never wanted to do the packaging because, you know, I do all this tedious stuff to it. So when I was sick and I couldn't do anything, he had to really step in and help me. And so he told me after he did it, well, I'm in trouble now because I've proved that I could do it. Because he knows how I am. And so today he spent the whole day while I was working on making soap and stuff, boxing up orders for me and everything. And so he's a trooper. He's a keeper for sure. Good kid. Just rambling on here. Definitely need to get a good camera though, if I'm going to record any videos, because I'm not going to delete my books. I refuse. And so we deleted enough stuff to record now, but I don't know, you know, I don't want to have to constantly be deleting all my pictures. Okay, I think I'm done. So this is Velvet and Violets. I'll probably see something later after I turn off the phone. But this is Velvet and Violets. Ooh, it looks pretty. I love it. And yeah, that's Velvet and Violets. Okay, thank you for watching.